Ăn Tết là cái gì?
Tết ai biết.
Không biết Tết là gì hết hả?
Để lên hỏi bác luôn. Biết nhưng mà ai biết. Mẹ nói quên mất tiêu rồi.
Ráng nhớ là được không?
Ráng nhớ hả? Trời ơi rảnh quá ha. Ráng nhớ cái gì mà ráng nhớ.
But in order to understand Tet, you need to understand Vietnam, the land, the water, the cities, the people, far or near, home or returning home, the flowers, the Koreans. I mean, even he's onto us now.
Vietnam, that's another one, coming on very strong. They're coming on so strong, Vietnam, you don't believe what's going on over there.
Who would believe New Year's in February? It's part of tradition that you must wear a new outfit on the first day, and you can imagine tailors being quite busy during this time. So I went through my closet and saw some quality shirts that you can also buy to support a good cause, but only if you're fashionable and have great taste in clothing. And behold, a brand new shirt, perfect for this special occasion. I'm not the type to really care much about clothes, but I do care about birds, and I really care about clothes with birds on them. Just let me have this moment, please. Just let me feel good for once. I should have cared more about pants because mine were far from new. In fact, they had a lot of stains.
Come on now, it's Vietnam. Do you really think anybody's gonna notice?
But people will notice how much lì xì or lucky money you give them. I mean, to kids, it's the most important thing. 100,000 dong is pretty standard, but I'm from America, from Garden Grove, so 500,000 dong for everyone isn't realistic, but it's a thought that counts, right? Probably not, but it's lucky money after all. The number shouldn't matter. How about $300 then? I can already feel their love now. Well then, why not stop there? How about $3,000 for each kid? I have to maintain the Viet Kieu stereotypes, right? Seriously, I think 200,000 dong for each kid to me is proper, but at first I was hesitant. But if I can afford to go on a date with a girl with nice hair just to watch Leo, and to order popcorn and drinks, large drinks mind you, and large popcorn with butter, then I can afford to give my cousin's kids $10 once a year. Oh, and if you have the naughty ones, just give them 1 Malaysian ringgit, and off we go. Now, on the first of Tet or Mùng Một Tet, be careful about whose house you enter. Traditionally, xong dak, or the act of being the first person to walk into someone's house at the beginning of the year, is a very serious ordeal. In fact, women, especially pregnant women, children, and YouTubers, performing this act is forbidden.
Mà đàn ông trong các đàn ông nhà là tốt nhất. Làm ra tiền, tự làm ra tiền mà tốt nhất.
Nhưng mà hay là mấy người mà nhìn mình không biết đàn ông hay đàn bà. Nếu mà cái người mà xong đắc á, mà họ không làm ăn tốt á, là cô không làm ăn tốt luôn á, là cô phải mượn tiền họ hả?
Mình mượn tiền cái gì mình dành mượn tiền để cái hơi của bác hiểu không? Mình mượn tiền để cái hơi. Ví dụ cô nói đừng nói đầu năm đừng nói ví dụ mình làm sao mà làm ăn có tiền bạn nhắc về bởi cần xin cứ các bạn mà giúp các bạn nha.
Không có dùng Facebook.
Tại rồi các bạn nữa.
Đúng rồi, bởi không kết bạn được vậy.
I'm not a superstitious guy. I don't really believe in xong dak, but the pressure and responsibility to succeed this upcoming year is intense. Now, it's not just for me, it's for my aunt's whole family, or she's going to blame me, so please share this video for her sake. Another crucial aspect of Tet is ancestral worship. Praying, kowtowing, and making offerings at the altar is the norm. This is my maternal grandmother. I never met her, but I heard she liked fruits with tape. Ah, burning incense in morning air, respect to the departed. The living, well, it's tradition. Deal with it. With an emphasis on ancestral worship, a brief visit to a cemetery is also something that is done during Tet as well. Speaking of death, I'm about to die because it's almost time to pass out the lucky money.
May mắn làm ăn phát tài.
Vậy thôi hả?
Càng ngày càng trai.
Kiếm thiệt là nhiều để năm nào cũng về lì xì cho con. Mong cưới vợ. Có nhiều phim hay cho mình xem.
And then I realized being on the other end of that well wishes made me feel old. All of my cousins' kids were growing up so quickly. My mom always says that con nít mau lớn thì mình mau già. I never thought this would happen to me. I never thought I would remember anything my mom told me. Time is so precious, so I spent that afternoon getting to know my relatives and their kids even more. We had the most enriching conversations over our family lineage, the past, the present, the future. It was just so fulfilling to be around them and to get to know them on such deep personal levels. This is my family. If there's one thing that brings people together and away from their screens, it's food. That food is famous, but in plentiful contemporary times, people already eat so well, so they don't really look forward to the specialties like bánh tét and thịt kho as much as they used to back in the good old days. I know I certainly don't. I'm just not a big fan of that food. If only they had something more bizarre. Har har, knee slapper. Catch me on reruns on the Travel Channel. And after lunch, the men, cousins, people I've never met before, sat outside and played cards and drank. And as much as my cousins tried to make me feel welcome, my refusal to drink with them, mostly because I need to film this video and to ride a motorcycle later on, already set up walls. They might think I play it too safe or that I'm some kind of sober elitist, but the truth is I just don't have much in common with them. So as the men played on, I stood in the background appreciating a hanging bird cage, wondering if I'll ever break the barriers. My comprehension of Vietnamese is wonderful, better than most people my age. Maybe I can't get over the fact that they didn't get to go to America, even though their lives are much better in Vietnam, as I appreciated the paint quality of this pillar. So around them, sometimes I feel like an outsider walking an isolated path with the heat of the midday sun bearing its brunt, making me darker, and thus further apart from their own complexions. Their father is my mother's brother, but I wish I was able to feel more like their cousin, and not the baller Viet Kieu who gave their kids 200,000 dong. But there's deep-rooted issues behind it. I'm sure many of you can relate and feel the same way about your family in Vietnam. In the meantime, I hope to spend more time with their kids. What? Why don't you guys love me? I gave you $10. And sometime later, after all the crying stopped, when everyone went back to their homes and immediate families, I found myself at another cousin's house.
So maybe food doesn't bring everybody together. I mean, they cooked this awesome dinner for me and here I'm eating it alone. Thank you. Isolation. Let's just freaking eat.
So sad, but so good. So this is my life in Vietnam. And here's to another year. The best one yet. Thank you guys so much. Here's to the year of the .NET guy.
Chị thấy em mặc áo mới rồi đó, nhưng mà cái quần của em sao mà nó dính cà ri nè, nước phở nè, rồi máu nữa, sao vậy?
enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and leave a comment down below to let me know what you think. It's shot in 4K with a new camera. And share this video, it'll help me and my aunt out a lot. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here. I make videos all the time. Don't miss out, and chúc mừng năm mới.
Bây giờ hỏi hết chưa?